Good night, everyone. Johnson. I got this good and got this good all the time. My name is Sermon J. Spitz. I'm gonna give you a little shout news and a word on tonight. This update about the border. We're gonna do a legal. We're gonna have a legal pathway. No one should be going through illegal. We may not be able to secure the border 100%, but the border have to be secure in some kind of way. So what we may have to do is let certain amount of immigrant through the border, and we still and if it get too overflow, then we will have to close it down temporarily. So we still have to enforce rules at the border, legal pathway. And I know y'all have a budget of, it's pretty much not a budget, but 14 billion. To avoid illegal pathway, they would need to show ID or green card to cross over to the another state. So United States to reopen border had crossing illegal immigration drops. So they had just opened the border back up because it had got overflowed and they had to close it up. So United States authorized has said organization has said crossing the most direct route, from feeders, to the nearest branches will reopen 2 days ago. So the border had been closed. It had been closed for a whole month. It had large numbers of immigrants that came through and they had to close it. So the border protection will continue having security. We will enforce the rules at the border. A legal pathway. We don't need no one crossing over illegal. So it's the border get overflowing along a large number of people coming through. We will have to close it temporarily. So we will keep the security at the border, and they will need the ID or either a green card to come through. Okay, so I do have a word for you tonight. Being persistent in your prayer life. Now, just this widow, her husband died, and she kept on going to the judge for help, and he refused to help this woman. So this story gonna come from Luke chapter 18, 1 through 8. Now, this story is about being persistent in prayer. Never take no for an answer. Keep on pushing until you get a yes. So then Jesus had told his disciples about this parable, about this widow, that they should always pray and never give up. To trust in the power of God and never lose heart. Now he said in a certain town there was a judge, who neither fear God nor care, for people or anyone. He don't care what no one say. Now this judge feared not God, but he paid no attention to the call of justice. And because he repeated, not a man, he was moved at the complaint of the widow. Now he felt like this woman here was getting on my nerves, and he a judge, but he didn't want to help nobody, And there was a widow in that town who kept coming to him with a plea, grant me justice against my ancestor. Now see, her husband had died. We don't know what the case was, but her husband died, and for some reason she needed the judge to take on her case, but he refused. Now she kept on going. He kept on giving her a no. She'll go home and pray, come back the next day, he give her a no, and she just kept doing until she wore him out. Now she kept going to the judge, but he was bound to do, but which it seemed that he had no disposition, to do so. Now this judge kept telling her no, but she kept coming and she never stopped. Now that's how we have to do. No matter how many no's you get. And see, I used to be the opposite. If somebody give me a number, like, okay, that's why I'm not a good salesman. Because you got to be a good salesman. No matter somebody tell you no, you got to keep on trying to sell that product until you get a yes. And see, this how this woman was. This woman know she needed him to take her case. He kept telling her no, but she kept on coming back. She kept coming back. For some time, he refused. But finally he had said to himself, even though I don't fear God or care, what people think. Now he's saying this to himself. He refused. But finally he had said to himself, even though I don't fear God, or care for people, he said, but yet, because this widow keep bothering me, I will see that she get justice so that she won't eventually come and attack me. Now this woman kept going to him, going to him. He the one kept telling her no. Now he gonna talk about, well, I'm gonna take her case because I don't know if she's gonna come back and attack me. Now he's saying he think she gonna come and attack him. So at some point he must feel frightened every time she came to him. So this would have now, and that's how we have to be. Don't let them know wear you down. You wear them down until eventually they'll say, okay, I'm gonna take your case. She wore him out. Until he got to a point. So he got to a point, okay, I'm gonna take your case. I'm gonna take your case, but I'm gonna let you know. I don't fear your God. I don't fear your people. I don't fear nobody, but you're bothering me, and I'm gonna take your case. That's not how a judge supposed to act. A judge not supposed to carry on like that. He's supposed to take people's case. And he only taking her case because she said she bothering him. So the would eventually receive justice from this judge. Did not because the judge care, but he was simply tired, and she wore him down. Because she never stopped showing up every day. And it's not this what I'm talking about. Every day, keep on showing up. Even if they frown up, don't like it, and you get on in there, keep showing up. Keep showing up, and don't you never stop. Because she kept showing up, she just kept on popping up, and till she wore him out. He had another church. Okay, I'm gonna take your case. So and the law has said, listen to what? Now, because she never stopped showing up every day, pursuing him for justice. Now, I don't care how you being rejected or keep on getting a no. Keep on praying and never stop. He got to a point that he don't know why. That she was going to attack. So uh 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 he kept giving her no. But all of a sudden he think she gonna attack him. So the Lord said, listen to what the unjust judge has said. God will bring about justice for his chosen ones. Now who cried out to him day and night. He will keep putting them out off. So he don't know. God chosen people also was praying. He also was telling them no. So eventually God was gonna hear. Excuse me. God was gonna step in eventually. So we will keep putting them off. Position prayer keep us in communication with God. See, every time you pray to God, you get in a communication with God. And that's why I said a prayer don't have to be perfect. It don't have to be perfect. Communication with God help us to keep our requests in perspective that make us consider what we really want God to do. Now God hear our cries just like he heard the Israelite cry. Now he hear our cry. He heard our cry. So now this what is putting pressure on this judge that he could not resist her no more. And that's how you got to do. You got to keep on praying. Whatever you pray for. And that's how I am. I keep on pressing my way through. I don't stop. I don't give up. You just got to keep on praying, have that communication with God, and keep pressing your way through. She'll go home and pray and come right back the next day. He said, no, she go home and pray. I see you the next day. And she just kept on showing up, until eventually she wore him out when he thought he was going to wear her out. And you got to keep pressing your way through. Whatever you pray for, don't never stop. Be persistent in your prayer. If you got to pray 2 or 3 times a day like Daniel did, you got to do it. So I tell you that he will see that they will get justice and quickly. However, when the Son of Man comes, where he find faith on earth, not first. God got involved. Because see, the Jews is the Israelite. So they also was praying to God. They was praying to God. And so God got involved. And God said, oh, okay, y'all about to have justice. And I mean, y'all about to have justice quickly. So he got involved, because all his people was praying. They was praying to him also. So he said, y'all will get justice, and you will get justice quickly. So now Jesus asked another question. Will he find faith on earth? So he said, will you find faith on? There will be a fruit. So what this judge don't know, that God people are praying people. So now God got involved and said quickly he would take care of their case. Now he would take care of their cases, and she was not the only one that he was turning it down. She wasn't the only one. They had all the rest of the Israelites. They also was praying, because he kept telling them no. He didn't want to take no one case. Now Jesus compared God not with a good man, but with a godless man. To emphasize the difference between the unjust judge and a righteous God. So God can be our lawyer, doctor, teacher, anything we ask of him. Jesus showing us to be positioned in prayer, even if it haven't come through yet. And see, that's another thing. She had prayer. She was praying for a situation that, will happen. And also, if you keep on praying and it never happen, keep on praying. Keep praying. Look at Israel, like they prayed for 400 years, but guess what? God came to their rescue. God came to their rescue. So we're gonna keep on showing up. We're gonna keep on being positioned in our prayer. Even if it could not come yet, you're gonna keep on praying. Even if you keeping no one. Don't let the no in a situation where you are. You got to wear them out. You got to wear them out. You got to keep on showing up until they get tired. And that's what happened. He got tired. So this unjust didn't want it to take their case. But God said quickly that he will handle the case. Now keep on praying. Keep on praying and never give up. There's power in prayer. I'm a woman of it. You just don't know what people go through. But you got to keep on praying to keep on standing. Don't never stop. Don't never stop praying. Do we see this? We're gonna take on this widow here, and this widow here. This man, and I saw this movie. He kept giving her the brick wall. And then she'll go right back home and pray and be right back the next day. So we talked about the immigrant. We ain't gonna have no illegal people coming through the immigrant. Through the border. We gonna have we still gonna have security at the border. To make sure no one cross over illegal. They got to update their paperwork. They got to have their ID or their green card. So United States said a crossing almost directly route from Phyllis, the nearest branches will reopen. The days of 4 5 days. So that was the other day I had put that out, and I will have to do an update and see what's going on now. So that's all the word in the news that I have for you tonight. Y'all have a blessed and safe night, and I see y'all on the next video. Just keep on praying. Keep on praying whatever you're praying for. I'm a witness. I'm in that circle right now. Keep on praying and keep on pressing your way through. No matter how your situation look, no matter, you know, how you keep on getting a no. We're going to take a lesson from this widow here that she never stopped praying until she got what she wanted. So y'all have a blessed night and I see y'all in the next video.